All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle and Elders in New York, which is GMS. And salutations to you, Akim, around the world that's teaching the truth. And shalom to you, sincere, serious, Akim, and Akwaf out there. All right, my name is Maya, called Nagad. I'm with the Chicago branch of GMS. And this is part 3, my response video to what about the 12 trap chart by this guy right here, Akwate Ama. All right. And, basically he's just one of these scoffers, just one of these scoffers that's bucking up to the truth of Yahweh Shai, especially the 12 chart. What many people don't understand is that the 12 chart is dealing with the Israelites in the Western Hemisphere, which are the so-called Negroes, so-called West Indians, and so-called Haitians that was brought here from Spain, Portugal, and West Africa, and elsewhere, and it's dealing with the so-called natives in America who came over here in 2nd Ezra 13, 39, and 48. All right, the Northern Kingdom, majority of the Northern Kingdom came over here. All right, some remain in the East. That's why you found them in all throughout the West Coast of Africa. Then you found the Northern Kingdom that came over here, it said Jeremiah chapter 33. It said Judah and Israel should be oppressed together. When they brought the so-called Negroes over here in America, they took the Northern Kingdom natives of America and they shipped them to the other side of the world. And majority of the natives, they wasn't the light-skinned people as everybody thinks, light-skinned people with slanted eyes, but nothing wrong with that to you. Northern Kingdom that had those features, but how to project this thing, and people think we're talking about these light-skinned people. No, they look just like so-called Negroes, or they just dark-skinned with straight hair and out-of-ground features. To misunderstand the tribe, but skin color don't denote who the Israelite is. To prove who the Israelites are, according to the scriptures, you got to go to the curses in Deuteronomy 28. It's about who the seed of your father is, not what color your skin. Now, historically, the Israelites were a dark-skinned people, but now you had confusion in the face of the Israelites. Then you got, within the nation of Israel, Jeremiah 12 and 9, become different shades of brown and different hair features, different facial features. All right, but this guy said, Jennifer Israelite, you'll see in the video, not by scriptures. All right, so I'll get it right here.
So we prove our ancestry same way as any member of the human race, not solely on scriptures from the Bible like a religious cult.
But he's supposed to be a scholar. All right, he's supposed to be a so-called rabbi. All right, I was trying to tell you, don't call nobody a rabbi, which means which means master. All right, if I'm not mistaken. He's supposed to be a scholar and a rabbi, so-called rabbi. All right. Only way to identify the Israelites is through the scriptures. Okay. And I know I was going to 2nd Ezra 6:54 now, but I'm gonna go into that, but I'm gonna get this out. Okay. All right. Sure to identify who the Israelites are. Like I stated before, the curses, Deuteronomy 28, 45, 46, is a sign of wonder of who the Israelites are. All right, but let me get this too. It says Deuteronomy 28 and 15. It says right here, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh, thy power, all right, to observe, to do all his commandments, his statute, which I command thee this day, that all the curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Okay, so the Israelites, our ancestors, disobeyed our God Yahweh. The curses came upon us, and that's how you identify who the Israelites are. All right, and you can see it right here in Deuteronomy 45:46. Okay, so this is how you identify who the Israelites are. Just gotta know what he's talking about. Then he's talking about we part. Don't forget, we're part of the human race. Yeah, true, we all came out of Adam, but Israel's different from everybody, man. We're separate. Nobody's equal to Israel, man. We're superior to any other races. All right, that's why Esau over here in Americas, he discriminate Jake in education or a job field and his athlete because we're superior to him, man. You know, and that's how the firm match came about because Esau discriminate Jake, man, and bit him in the ass. You know, you're talking about Esau, bit him in the ass too. You know, now he's crying affirmative action, not fair. But anyway, it says 2 chapter 6, verse 54, 59. It said, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord, all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Who's the people? The Israelites, the nation of Israel. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. All right, it said, all this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. All right, and the precept there is in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15, 17. You can read in English, you can read in Hebrew. It's going to say the same thing. All right, to those who like to run to the so-called Hebrew smoke screen, really ain't no smoke screen. Hebrew's clear, crystal clear, and cut you with your false doctrine. All right, and has like unto the abundance unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Okay. All right, so let's play the rest of this guy about to say. Well, this little ignorant rant.
You can use 3 criteria to show and prove someone's claim of being a Hebrew. We can use 1, an in-depth knowledge of the people's oral history. 2, knowledge of the people's culture or tradition and compare it to information in the Torah. 3, landmarks or city names that agree with similar names in the...
Now, true, you could use these to identify who the Israelites to also, but man, you got to use the scriptures. All right. Because we had oral traditions like the gospel songs, you know, all the gospels, the Negro spiritual songs, everything. You could trace that all back to Israel. You know, our names, you know, and so on. I'm gonna show you in this video too, you know.
In the Torah. Now, all these countries on this 12 tribes chart will have to show us a community that predates colonialism or imperialism that fits these 3 criteria: their culture, language, and landmarks. Someone has to show us evidence that validates the claim of this 12 tribe chart. I can show you all day countless tribes in West Africa that fit all these 3 criteria easily. Let's look at one.
We could fit that too. You know, because many people forget that in the East, the majority of the nation of Israel consisted of the southern kingdom. Majority of Israelites over there in the East consists of the southern kingdom because the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes, was over here in the Americas. Okay. And they left after Assyrian captivity. The Assyrian captivity began in 722 BC. All right. So let's get right here. All right. Now, let's see. Nice. Slave. Yeah, it's a lot. Sometimes, please be patient with me, Akia. Let's see. Damn. That's a lot. Just be patient with me. All right, so like it says in all right, so this basically the slave maps, all right, showing Judah, the southern kingdom here in America. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this images, okay. All right. All right, so here you go, one of the maps. Okay, and you can see Judah on there. All right, you also see Simeon, but Judah was catcher. Brought over the majority of the southern kingdom over here. All right. You can see right here the home, it says Wuda was this equivalent to Judah, you know. Let me see, try to give you another good look at it. Okay. It says right here, it says the world best kept secret. The 1747 map show below the kingdom of Judah. All right. He said Yehuda is Yahweh. All right. Means Yahweh thanks. All right. It says the kingdom of Judah in West Africa. It says shown below the kingdom of Judah or Widow can be clearly seen in the area named Slave Coast, where the Portuguese first set up their slave port in 1518. All right. You can see it right here. All right. It said kingdom of Judah or Widow, Slave Coast. All right. Now, how did the so-called Negroes get over here? Through the slave ships. All right. It says right here the first slaves were brought in Americas in 1510. All right, probably is a little before that because originally the first bulk of slaves came from Spain to Portugal. I'm gonna show you that too. All right, so let's go to the scriptures again. Like I said, you see, it's how you identify who the Israelites are. Or it's I pointed in the scriptures a lot who the Israelites are, not what I said, but what the scriptures say. All right, it says Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. It's saying Yahweh turned bring thee into Egypt again with ships, and Egypt means double straits and bondage. You read that Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6. All right, it's double fold. It's talking about bondage. It's all talking about America. All right, you can read America be described as spiritual Egypt in Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. All right, it says Yahweh turned bring thee into Egypt again with ships. All right. Now you could have a 3-day walk to Egypt over there in Africa. Okay, over there in the east. All right. So, and also majority of Israelites over there in the Middle East and Africa, they came from the Southern Kingdom. Because the Northern Kingdom came over here to Americas after Assyrian captivity. Read that, 2nd Ezra 13, 39 and 48. All right. By the way, wherever I spank unto thee, thou shalt no more sin again. All right. I mean, we should never see our land, Israel, again, man, because we was over there in Africa and other Middle East countries. Israel was really not that far from us, you know. Dare just be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Sold meaning the Most High gave us up unto the other nations, our enemies. You read that Psalms 83, and also we end up on these slave auction blocks. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Sold unto your enemy for bondmen and bondwomen, slave, and no man shall buy. I mean, nobody shall save us. Nobody's gonna say we're gonna have to serve that hard bondage. All right, so you know this guy, he don't know what the hell he's talking about, you know, but he's supposed to be a scholar. All right, so what do we got? You got on the 12 tribe chart. You got what? Judah, so-called Negroes; Benjamin, so-called West Indians; Levi, so-called Haitians. That consists of the Southern Kingdom, Judah. And I'll just show you on the map. This guy's a joke, man. All right, now I got some more information. All right. Okay, this is from this book. Page 82, Servants of Allah by Salivine A. Diof. Slough, if I pronounced that name wrong. All right, here. Now, and you can look at the names. It says the Africans, but we're not African, we're Israelites. All right, let me read. It said the Israelites who could choose their new names sometimes did. Okay. A way to they keep a link to their past. Job ben Solomon is on one of the interest names of I'm gonna square and call African Israelite retention, naming practice. He was called Solomon by his master, but also known as Job ben Solomon. All right, why? Because his name is in the Hebrew dialect of the nation Ishmael, which is called Arabic. Okay, so right here it says what Ayuba Suleiman Solomon. All right, but his name breaks down to Job Solomon. All right, it's an Israelite name. Okay, it's a similar way a Muslim slave with Ibrahim Abi al-Rahman gave the name Suleiman to his sons. The boys was called Solomon. All right, it is very likely that many named Moses or Moses in French, Solomon or Suleiman, Abraham, Jacob was a Yaqub in Lashma Kadash, ancient Hebrew, Adam, Adama in Lashma Hebrew, David is Dawad, were formerly in Moses in Hebrew is Masha, Musa, Suleiman, Ibrahim, Ayuba was his Job, all right, Adama, that's Hebrew, all right, commemorate Lashma Kadash related to Arabic, and Dawa, all right, it's Dawad in Lashma Kadash, all right, so okay, so the names, majority names are Southern Kingdom names, man. You know, so this guy don't know the hell that he talking about. You know. All right. So I'm gonna play what else he gonna say.
It's important to know that modern Hebrew tends to add a letter to some ancient Ewe words. Ewe means Hebrew.
Wrong.
Example.
The correct way to say that word is our bar. All right, not every. All right. And you can read that yourself. Go to Blue Letter, type in Hebrew. All right. Type in the translation from the original Hebrew script, and you can see it yourself. All right. So I'm encouraging you people do your own research, man. Don't sit up here, don't listen to me. Do your own research, man. All right. So this can be proven. This is true according to the scriptures. All right. This information. Okay. Now, what else I was going to get into? It was something else I was going to show you. Oh, okay. All right, here. The Morenos. All right. Now. All right, this was on the website, www.africaresource.com, Rasta Livewire. It says right here, the Morenos, the Moorish Jews of Portugal, Spain, and Benin, Guinean Coast, Part 1. All right, so it says right here, now we're not black. We're Jews, the Southern Kingdom. All right, or altogether you call us Israelites. All right, but they use black right here. It says right here, said the black Moorish Jews of Maghreb, Sudan, and Iberian Peninsula, the Morenos. The black Jews lived in Iberian Africa as far as back as time as the Carthaginians. Jewish traders sailed on the Carthaginian merchant ships and traded along the coast of North Africa, even into the Americas. And we did come to America. So bring that out later on. All right, it says many. All right, we're not Africans, we're Israelites. It says many Israelite tribes on the coast of North Africa way into the southern savannah beyond the Sahara Desert. They were ancient Hebraic Jewish tribes. Those tribes got caught up in events that followed the death of the Islamic prophet Muhammad all the way from Medina to Maghreb. It's widely acknowledged that one of the most determined fighters against the black Arab encroachment on the black African Berber property was Queen Kahina, a black Jewish queen of Maghreb. All right. It said early Arab scholars who visit the southern fringes of Sahara Desert report the presence of Jewish tribes in places such as ancient Ghana and Mali. Many tribes in Africa today still recall their Hebraic roots, and many more continue their ancient Jewish laws, traditional, unadulterated by politics of modern days. Okay. So I'm going to skip down here. All right. And I'll just skip down here to captivity.people. Okay. I'm trying to get it where they sold our people into slavery. All right, so it says right here, what happened to the black Jews of Spain and Morenos? It said, what happened to the Morenos, the black Moorish Jews of Spain? Beginning in 1478, the reign of Fernanda Isabella, no less than 13,000 Morenos, black Jews, were executed by the Inquisition. At the same time, the monarchs continued to employ Jewish functionaries such as Don Isaac Abervina in their court. Louis de Torres, another Spanish black Jew, played a pivotal role in Christopher Colon's first journey to North America, right? Because the natives of America spoke Hebrew. All right. It says in 1480s, the Spanish Inquisition was launched, and hundreds of thousands of Jews and Muslims, these are Israelites, more number of Israelites, Islamic Jews. All right. And one of the Limber elders, Poppy, stated that on this book I have. I forgot the name of the title. All right. Were hounded, persecuted, jailed, slave and deported. All right. So, they was enslaved. All right. It says, I'm going to skip down here. All right. It says right here, the last Jews left on August 2nd, 1492, the day before Columbus sailed. The first word Columbus wrote in his law: after you expel the Jews, your master sent me with a fleet. There was also the tradition day of mourning, ninth and Ab, for the destruction of first and second temple. They were shipped to the island of Jamaica, the Hispaniola. Others were sent to San Antonio, Cabo Verde, and Martires. All right. Many of them escaped Spanish jurisdiction, began independent communities in the heritage of the mountains. The Spanish word Maroons is a play on the Spanish ethnic designation, the Maroons, rather than Cimarron root, conventionally accepted root. It said Moreno means more Jews in Spanish, were the black Jews of Spain who ruled the country for 700 years with the black Muslims, all right, number of Israelites. All right, they also found Islamic traditions, all right, but they by nationality was Israel, of Morocco, Senegal, and Nigeria. All right. It says in B 694, the 17th Council of Toledo made all Spanish Jews slaves. The later persecution in the 15th century was a throwback to the 17th Council of Toledo. All right, because I remember reading a book somewhere that in the South, they used to advertise the so-called Negroes as Spanish Jews, showing that Esau knew who he was. All right, and they go to sources right here, and you can get it yourself. Okay. All right. So this guy right here, he don't know what the hell he's talking about.
The modern Hebrew name Gad is a corruption of Gan, and Dan is a corruption of Da. That is why the people call themselves Gans and not Gads.
This guy's an asshole, man. Gad is a corruption of God. Wow.
Let's look at the tribe of Da. Countries on this 12 tribes chart will have to show us the community of this 12 tribes.
I just rewind.
Tribes in West Africa that fit all these three. Hebrew tends to add a letter to some ancient Ewe words. Ewe means Hebrew. Example, the modern Hebrew name Gad is a corruption of Gan, and Dan is a corruption of Da.
That's not true, man. Oh, man. Man. Where the hell these people come up with this stuff, man? Let's see. All right, and we're gonna get to the word Gad, and Dan. This guy don't know Hebrew, man. This guy totally ignorant. All right. Damn, it's not one of those. There you go, right here. All right, yeah. I'll show you how to pronounce it in Hebrew. Everything. All right. There you go, right there. They go to Hebrew letter, the Hebrew character Gamal and Dalaf, but God, not Ga. Idiot, man. Trying to play the what's the name, but it's not playing. But
Strong's H1409. God.
so what the hell this guy talking about, man? This guy's an idiot, man. All right, let's go to Dan. And I have to play that again, man. I was like, what the hell? This guy bugged out, man. I have to play it again and make sure what he said. You know. All right. Dan. All right. Let's see right here.
Strong's H1835.
Done. All right, you got the right here. You see it in Hebrew, Don. Okay. So